What's going on, guys? You are currently watching Motivation Monday, and it's brought to you by me. Well, Motivation Monday can't be very long. I'll tell you why at the end of the video. So if you want to know why, you'll have to fucking watch through it. If you don't care, then that doesn't matter. I'm only talking to you out there who care. Man, I tell you what, you want to know some things that motivate me in life? I can tell you about one I did yesterday. I was at this local place in my town, and I was leaving, and I saw a group of about 5 older women walking, carrying a bunch of big and heavy stuff toward the door. So naturally, I opened the door, and I held it open for them. Didn't seem like that big of a deal, obviously, but obviously to them, that was just the sweetest and the kindest thing they had ever seen, blah, blah, blah. So I got 5 older women standing around me. They're like, you're so sweet. You're so nice. That makes me feel fantastic when I help people out and they tell me that I'm a nice person. Because I am a nice person. I like hearing that, obviously. But, another thing that motivates me is the fact that 5,500 views from now, which actually probably changed because that was from yesterday, but still at 5,500 views, I will have 100,000 views on YouTube. Wow! It's like a huge number, and I know that most people don't think that to be a big number, but fuck, 100,000 people. Like, okay, obviously, understandably, if you are subscribed to me and you watch video A and video B, that would be 2 views from the same person. But I still like to think of it in the fact of, it's like saying there are 100,000 people who have watched me. Which I just never thought that number was ever going to come, guys. I'm not trying to bloat about myself and be like, I am just the coolest person ever. Because I'm really not. But it's still the fact of, I honest to God, never thought I would see my YouTube tell me that I am 5,000 views away from 100,000 total YouTube views. Which is awesome. And I thank all of you out there that subscribe to me, and I thank all of you out there that aren't subscribed to me, because surprisingly enough, I get more of my content watched by people who aren't subscribed than people who are subscribed. So if you aren't subscribed, you should subscribe, just because it would be better for both of us. But the 2 biggest motivators of my life, okay, I'm going to let you know about them. One of them is probably my most important. I'm going to tell you number 1 first, number 2 second. But technically, number 2 is number 1 because it pertains to all of us and not just me. Whereas the first one that I'm going to tell you is just primarily pertaining to me, but it is by far one of my most important motivational pushes throughout the day, and that would be my very, very, very gorgeous fiance. And she makes my life so much better every single day that I get up and I try to push myself to my maximum every day in the thought process of one day providing, obviously, for her and our family. So naturally, that makes me want to work hard. I'm not saying that I didn't work hard anyways, but I'm just meaning, like, her love brings me to highs that I've never felt before and never had before, to the point that she makes me want to be an even better person than I am, which is awesome, because I'm already a good person. Well, I like to think I'm a good person, but I'm already a good person, and yet here I have somebody that's obviously not like, you better become better or else this is over. That's not how it works. Obviously, she just cares for me. She loves me. She supports me. She, she does what what somebody special in your life is supposed to do. And I thank her every single day for this. I tell her about 100 times a day that I love her, and it doesn't ruin the fact that I love her. I mean, like saying it 100 times doesn't make it any less true. You know, it's just, I like reminding her that I am extremely and deeply in love with her. But the last thing, which is going on a little bit of a deeper part instead of the nice I love you part, but pretty much the biggest thing to use for both myself and for you, if you need motivation in life to keep yourself going, to keep that inertia of success and positivity flowing through your life, all you simply have to do is just remind yourself that you're going to die. And I know, that's a sad, no one likes to think about that, trust me. I am terrified of death. It's probably my biggest fear, which is funny because it's fucking gonna happen anyways, and there's no stopping it. But guess what? I don't want it to happen. Obviously, no one wants it to happen. But if you need motivation in life, reminding yourself that you're going to die happens to be one of the greatest ways to motivate yourself. You could be super depressed, down on life. Guess what, man? You're gonna die one day. And sitting here and sulking, if I died right now, I would be upset because this is not the way I want to go out. So why would I sit here and do this to myself? And that's the kind of stuff I talk about. So, like, you know, obviously it's a very morbid way of looking at things, but it's actually quite helpful. It's true. We're all gonna die. You're gonna die. One day, you're never going to exist ever again. No one's ever gonna know your name. Like 200 years from now, you're gonna be a fucking bullet in the middle of nowhere. Like a name written down. But realistically, it doesn't really count because no one's gonna care what that name is that's written down. You know, obviously, unless you're famous, or maybe like a president, or something along those lines. But if not, you're gonna fade through time, like me. We're all just gonna fade, okay? We're gonna be pushing daisies, and it's gonna be a sad thought. But, if we do everything in our power today to make our lives better, then we can die without regret. And that's another huge thing of mine that I also explained to my fiance a long time ago, that I don't want to die with regret. That's another thing that I just don't want to do. And the easiest way to not die with regret is to not have anything to regret. And the best way to not have anything to regret is to learn to let go of things. Life is too fucking short to get so anally wrapped up in something that you're gonna ruin a chunk of your life, a chunk of the very small amount of existence that you get to have on this earth, whining and crying, or doubting yourself, or working at a job that you hate. See, we all have these things, but trust me, I am pushing to get out of here. Like, I am been spending the last few days really looking for jobs and stuff, so we're gonna keep this up. We're getting out of this place. But that's what I'm saying. Why would I work here? Yeah, sure, it's fun. I get some good perks and blah, blah, blah. For the most part, I get treated like shit. I get paid a little money, and I still work here. And it's like, why? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die one day. And I don't want to know, I don't want to think, oh man, I wasted 10 years of my life working at fastforming.com when I could have gotten off my ass and got a better job and did something more exciting with my life than be bored and hate my job, what I do every day on an everyday basis, and the people drive me crazy and all of that. So, death is a very sad and scary thing to think about naturally, but at the same time, it can be the number one biggest booster and supporter of our lives for reasons to want to make changes in our lives, and reasons to understand that, you know, things are things and people are people. And if you lose somebody, like a family member, you know, a year goes by, that pain's still gonna be there because that's a person. But if you break your Xbox today, a year from now, you ain't gonna give a fuck you broke your Xbox a year ago. So what's the difference of, what's the big deal of getting all worked up over something inanimate when you're not going to give a fuck a year down the road? Of course, I jinxed myself and said it had to be a short video. So naturally, we're sitting at 10 minutes right about now. So it just means it's going to fuck up Toothless Tuesday. And now you might be like, what? Why would it fuck up Toothless Tuesday? Haha! This is that part where I told you in the beginning I would explain why it had to be a short video, and that would be because my video uploaded last night like it was supposed to, but for whatever reason this morning YouTube wouldn't allow it to go up because they said it was messed up, and when I watched it, it looked like it only uploaded like the first 2 minutes and then like a minute in between and like the last 2 minutes. So it was like a whole bunch of the video that didn't get uploaded for whatever reason. Unfortunately, I have my phone set up so like specific folder deletes itself at a specific time every day. So that way my phone doesn't continuously full up on memory like we normally have this problem. And so because of that, delete that video. So Motivation Monday from yesterday is gone. So today is Tuesday. It's not even Monday. I lied to you in the beginning of the video and I apologize. But it's Tuesday, and now I'm going to have to record Toothless Tuesday on my way home because I spent my entire lunch doing Motivation Monday. But it's fine because I think this Motivation Monday was actually quite better than the one I did yesterday. So if you liked this video, a like would be much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, you subscribe to keep up with daily content that's supposed to be daily, and it's for the most part daily. And if you're already part of the channel, you can share the video and show other people how awesomely motivated we are today, yesterday, and then today. And yeah, just remember, guys, life's too short to fucking get bent out of shape over stupid shit. And obviously I gotta keep myself in that mindset as well. You know, I'm not judging you and saying that I'm the dope shit and you're the piece of shit that needs fixed. I'm just saying this is how we're gonna do it. This is how you and I are gonna fix this problem together. You ready, homie? Because I'm ready. Bye-bye.